For decades, identity and access management, or IAM, has revolved around a single constant, the human. We built MFA, biometrics, and session timeouts to prove that you are who you say you are. But the architecture of 2026 has a new resident. AI IAM is the new frontier because the user isn't always holding a mouse. It's an autonomous agent, a piece of software that reasons, plans, and calls APIs to get things done. When an AI agent books a flight, moves data between clouds, or updates a database, it's not just machine to machine traffic anymore. It's agentic identity. And if you're still treating it like a standard service account, you create potential for a massive security gap. Traditional service accounts are static. They have a fixed set of permissions for a specific task. AI agents, however, are dynamic. They use skills or tools to interact with your environment. And since we can't always easily anticipate what tools an agent will use, we risk giving them excessive agency. If you give an AI agent a broad API key, for example, to manage files, and it's hit with a prompt injection attack, it could delete your entire S3 bucket because it was hallucinating a cleanup task. So the key problem is that we are moving from static permissions to intent-based actions. If the IAM system doesn't understand the intent behind the API call, it can't stop the damage. To secure APIs when AI is the user, we need a three-pillar approach. Pillar 1, Identity-Centric Governance. Every AI agent must have its own unique discoverable identity. You can't share one AI service account for 20 different bots. Each one needs a human-in-the-loop owner and a defined lifecycle. If the agent's project ends, the identity is killed. Pillar 2, Authenticated Delegation. Don't let agents impersonate users. Instead, use OIDC-based delegation. The agent should have a short-lived token that says, I am Agent X acting on behalf of user Y, with these three specific scopes. And this creates a clear audit trail so that we can tell who actually did what. Pillar 3, Continuous Verification. In 2026, allow once is dead. We need AI-aware gateways. These gateways should monitor behavioral signals. So if an agent usually pulls 5 records but suddenly tries to export 50,000, the IAM system should trigger an out-of-band liveness check or push notification to the human owner for approval. So how do you actually build this? Well, there's a number of things that you could do, and the landscape is evolving quite quickly. But at Gravity, we've noticed that in 2026, the architecture is shifting from simple API management to a dedicated AI gateway layer. So Gravity's built a specific framework for AI IAM that treats agents as first-class citizens. Instead of hard-coding logic, you can use an agent tool server. This is how we can expose our APIs as tools. With Gravity, you can wrap your existing REST APIs or Kafka APIs into tools using the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. And this makes your APIs instantly discoverable and readable by AI agents. We can centralize MCP authentication. So rather than managing keys for every agent or hard coding auth into every MCP server, Gravity centralizes our authentication. The agent authenticates with Gravity Access Management, which then handles the fine-grained tool authorization with OpenFGA and AuthSend. And finally, governance at runtime. Using Gravity's Policy Studio, you can apply policies like prompt guardrails or token rate limiting. If an agent's request contains sensitive PII or tries to burn through too many LLM tokens, the gateway can kill the request before it ever hits your backend. And all of this turns the black box of AI activity into a governed, observable runtime flow. You get the speed of AI automation with the same rigor that you apply to your traditional APIs. Because a lot of the challenges that are arising around AI IAM are the same challenges that we addressed as APIs evolved over time. So we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We can take the lessons of API governance to the agentic workflow. Securing the Agentic Enterprise is about AI IAM and rethinking identity as a dynamic, context-aware shield that follows the agent everywhere it goes. The goal isn't to stop AI from using your APIs, it's to ensure that when AI does act, it does so within the guardrails that you've built. Identity is the new perimeter. I hope that you found my explanation here helpful. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Agentic IAM Learning Hub. And if you're interested in what Gravity is doing in regards to AI IAM, check out gravity.io. See you next time.